Hello, welcome friends. This is Iris Vlogs. Today, I'm going to give you just 5 tips on where to use simple past tense. These tips will help you. Watch the video completely and subscribe if you like it. So, welcome. First of all, what is simple past tense? It is a word which shows an action which happened in the past. That is, which has already happened when I am speaking this. So, this is what we call simple past tense. The 5 tips that I said before shows the 5 different situations where we use the simple past tense and how it is used. So let us look at the first situation. The first situation is we use it to describe anything or any event or action which happened at a specific time. For example, I took a lottery ticket yesterday evening. So, took is the verb in the simple past tense. And we used it to show an action which happened. The specific time is given yesterday evening. We must also note that the time mentioned may be earlier in the day. That is, when I am telling it in the afternoon, if I say it happened in the morning, I went for a film in the morning. That is past tense, and the past tense verb is went. Then yesterday, I told a sentence before. Last week, I met him last week. Met is the verb. Last week is the specific time. I stayed there 3 years ago. Stayed is the past tense. 3 years ago is the specific time given. So, in all these cases, an action which happened at a specific time in the past is mentioned. That is the first occasion. The second is to show a series or any number of actions that is already completed at a specific time in the past. That is, you are telling of a day in your life in the past or anything, any incident that happened in the past, and you are mentioning many events. All these events happened in the past. Let us look at an example. Yesterday, I completed my work, met my friends, had lunch with them, and then went for a film. We reached home at 10 p.m. So, all the verbs, look at the verbs completed, met, had, went, reached. All these are past tense verbs. And the time mentioned is yesterday. So, a continuous event is mentioned here. All these are expressed in the past tense form. So, the second occasion is to describe a continuous action or series of actions that happened in the past. Next is to show an action which started and stopped in the past. That action did not continue to the present. Now look at the line that I have drawn. There are 3 phases there: past, present, and future. So our action started in the past and it continued for some time in the past and ended in the past itself. It did not reach the present. In this case, we have to use the simple past tense. Let us look at an example. I learned dance for 5 years. That 5 years started and ended in the past. It did not continue to the present. Another sentence. I stayed in the hostel from 1992 to 2000. Both these years are in the past. So it started and ended in the past. We are using the simple past tense verb stayed. Another sentence. I sat there for 1 hour. That 1 hour is in the past. It did not reach the present. So here, this simple past tense is used to show an action which starting and ending is in the past itself. Another case is simple past tense is used to describe a habit which you had in the past. It started and stopped in the past. Maybe this habit was with you when you were a child, or when you grew up, or even last year, but not now. Now you don't have that habit. And in such sentences, usually some common phrases are used, like always, often, usually, never, when I was young, when I was a child, etc. Now let us look at some sentences. I always drank milk when I was a child. So, drank is the past tense verb here, and that is a habit which you had in the past. And you need not say, I don't drink milk now, because it is understood, because you have said it in the simple past tense form. Another one, she often visited me when she stayed here. It is very clear. Visited is the past tense form, and it is very clear that now she doesn't visit me, but she often visited me in the past. They usually went to work while they studied in college. So usually and went, it shows that it is simple past tense, and while they were college students they used to work, but now that is not the case. So simple past tense shows the habit. She never talked to anyone while she studied with us. So she was not talkative. Talked is the past tense verb. It shows a habit in the past. When I was younger, I used a lot of cosmetics. When I was younger means it is a past. It shows the past. I used. Used is the past tense form. It clearly means now I don't use much of cosmetics. But when I was younger, I used a lot of cosmetics. When I was a child, I cried for chocolates. Here, cried is the past tense verb. And so you must note that all these shows a habit which a person had in the past. So when it is described in the past tense form, that means that person may not have that habit now. So in this case, the simple past tense is used. Next example is simple past tense is used to show some past facts or to express some past events which are not relevant now or which are not true now. Let us look at some examples. They conducted classes in April and May till last year. Here, conducted is a past tense form, and it was a fact or it was a truth about that center that they conducted classes. But now it is not true. Another one, she acted in films as a child. So, she was a child artist, but now it is not like that. So, that was a past fact. Next one, earlier that school didn't give admission to boys. That means it is a fact that in olden times that was a girls' school. Boys did not get admission there. But now that is not the case. So all these three sentences show some past facts. And because we use past tense, we can understand that in the present, it is not true or relevant. It is not like that. Now let us see, how do we ask questions in the simple past tense? Here it goes. I'll give you 3 examples. Did you knock the door? Did you get inside the room? Did you give her the present? Here, what did you notice for asking questions in the simple past tense? The main important thing is the helping verb did. You have to use did begin the question with did, and our verb is knock, get, and give. That is in the present tense. So remember, to make the question in the past tense, you use the past tense helping verb did and continue with the present tense of the verb. So read the questions once again. Did you knock the door? Did you get inside the room? And did you give her the present? Now let us see, how do you make negative sentences in the simple past tense form? Again, you have to use did and you have to use the negative word not. It goes like this. I did not knock the door. I did not enter the room. I did not give her the present. So how is it? The past tense is made by using the helping verb did, and the verbs knock, enter, give, all these are kept in the present tense form, and not is used in between did, the helping verb, and knock, the main verb, or enter, the main verb. So that's all. So these are the main points regarding simple past tense. So you can take some other sentences of your own and start writing it in the simple past tense using these situational examples. I hope it was easy for you and interesting. So please share and subscribe the video and join the Aries family.